Hello, happy Tech Talk Tuesday. It's been a long time, y'all. How are you today? Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. My name is Michael Demond, and I'm the CEO of WeMerge Media and the founder of bondtobuild.com. And every Tuesday, I host Tech Talk Tuesday. Now, we have not been live for a couple of weeks because we're kind of going through some shifts and doing some things, but it's all good. We're still creating content inside of our community, bondtobuild.com. So if you are an entrepreneur, who wants some support of an entrepreneurial community, business owners who are sharing tips, inspiring each other, motivating each other. Bondtobuild.com is the place to go so that you can join us. Inside of there is where I also provide my courses. So all of my courses on these tech tools that I talk about is inside of there. So we're going to have social media courses, things on how to use some productivity tools so that you can work smarter and not harder, and also a number of different spaces that you can go into to socialize virtually online with other entrepreneurs. So that's bondtobuild.com. Go ahead and sign up. You can get a free trial for 14 days before committing and see what you think about it. So again, today is Tech Talk Tuesday, and my name is Michael Demond. And today I want to introduce you to an app that I've been beta testing over the past month, maybe about a month. No, a few weeks actually. I believe the app actually came out March 8th is when the announcement came out. And I'm going to talk you through it and walk you through it. Now, some of you might be watching from LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, all these different places. Some of you are watching from my video podcasting groups for beginners Facebook group. I shared this with you because this is going to be very similar in some ways as video podcasting. So I've been talking about video podcasting for the past few months, since the beginning of the year to kind of really make that a thing, helping some people launch. So I'm looking forward to helping more people launch. And I'm coming up and sharing all these different ways that you as a business owner and you as a content creator can use these tools in your business. Now, podcasting is done on a number of different platforms. I typically do video podcasting like I am here with Tech Talk Tuesday, and we'll separate my audio to create an audio podcast. But this one here is a little bit different than that, but it's still very similar to podcasting. So let me kind of show some stuff with you and kind of tell you a little bit more about it. Now, as I mentioned, this is currently in a beta mode, so it's not widely available everywhere for every phone. From what I last saw, it's currently just available on iPhone, but they are making an Android edition. The other thing that you have to keep in mind is that it's not, I have to give you some instructions about how to get on there and how to download and get the app and all that other stuff. So let's go ahead and do some screen share. And let me first introduce you to the app. So the app that we're going to be talking about today is called AMP. And this app is being released through Amazon. So we all know how huge Amazon is, which means that we know that this app is going to have some big push behind it financially and to be able to get some exposure. So the concept behind this is with an app, you are able to create your own live radio show. But here's the thing that makes it a little bit different than other things. You can actually play music from some of your favorite artists. Okay, I hit the mic. You can play music from some of your favorite artists without worrying about copyright violation during your live show. So there's a little caveat to that. This can't be recorded. So it's really meant to be live at that moment. I think that's how they got around the whole copyright violations that you typically have to worry about when you're recreating somebody else's content with their music. But you can do live shows on here, and it's pretty cool. I've experienced it. I've hosted some. I've attended some, and people are getting pretty creative. So I'm going to be spending some more time in there, and I want to introduce it to you so that you can be a little bit familiar with it too. So this is a commercial that they have. I don't know if I actually set my thing to share audio, but I'm going to do a live demo, so we don't have to worry about that. But typically what's going to happen inside the app is that you have a profile that allows you to be able to put a description, and you can put a link. So very similar to Instagram, or you can link back to some place. Business tip number one, take advantage of those linkable places so that you can cross promote back to whatever it is that you're doing. But then you also can create live shows, and I'm going to walk you through that process, and we're going to check out some shows. Now, for people who might watch the replay of this before I go to the app, it might be possible that they block out the sound if I'm playing music. I don't really know. I think because I have my phone connected to my computer, you're not going to be able to hear music anyway. But at least you'll have a good idea about how to navigate and how to get through there. So why don't we do this? Let me go ahead and stop screen share. I'm gonna make sure I'm not talking to the wall and people can hear me and see me. All right, we do have some folks here. Let me just check in. Okay, Wendy is checking in. Tech Talkers are here. Hey, Wendy, thanks for inviting your friends over. Carmen's checking in from Arizona. Welcome, Carmen, to Tech Talk. Wendy is getting some folks over to us. I'll check back when it's available for Android. Don't leave. Come on now. You can still get the information. Don't leave. But yeah, I'm gonna watch for that because I know you need that Android. So I'll make sure that I get that for you. Okay, cool. So y'all can hear me and y'all can see me. So let's now go over to the phone. I'm gonna open up my phone and take you inside the app, and then we're gonna try and do a little show. Let's see how that works. So let me share my screen with you. Like and subscribe, please. Oh, I forgot to tell you, by the way. So, last month, I believe we crossed over into 500 subscribers. Thank everybody for that. I wanted to get to that point so I can get that community tab unlocked and learn how to use that on YouTube. But now we're making our next move up to the 1,000, and we cross over to 600 just the other day. So it's like we took a year to get 500 people, but in the past month, we've picked up another 100 people, and it's constantly going. So, mental note, keep on going, don't stop. That's why people tell you just keep on pushing through. So we're at about 600 subscribers on YouTube now, which is pretty cool. All right, so let me see. I'm a little rusty here. Share screen, and let me pull over to the app. Okay. So face, here we go. And here we go. Okay, so I'm inside of the app now. I don't know if y'all can still see me or not, but I'm inside of the app. Can I make sure that y'all can still hear me? Let me do that. Can you hear me? I want to double check. I just thought about that. How do I go back? Can you hear me here? Were y'all able to hear me when I had that app on the screen? I just thought about you. I need to make sure you can. Michaela's there. Let's see if she can let me know. Anybody? Okay. You good? Okay, cool. Thank you. I was like, that'd be messed up if I go do all this and then find out y'all can't even hear me once I'm showing the screen. Okay, there we go. This stuff is a little, it gets tricky. Okay. All right, so here I am inside of the app. Let's kind of go back to the App Store. So the AMP, the app is called AMP, AMP. So it's right now, as I mentioned, only inside of the iPhone. So if you just search for AMP, to when I first tried that, let's see, it was a little weird. Okay, it's coming up now. It didn't come up before. So AMP is what it is, AMP. And once you get that downloaded, you're going to create a profile and all this other stuff. And at the end of the show, I'll give you some instructions on how to download and how to get in, because I think they ask you for an access code or something like that. So once you're inside of the app, you have the option to create a show, which is in the upper left-hand corner. You have the option to fulfill your profile. So this is the profile that I have here. And then you also have the option to start right away listening into shows. So as you come in, they automatically bring up some shows, and just by swiping to the left, I'm able to go through. Now you'll notice that all of these say on air, and that means these people are actually live during their show right now. What's cool about this is like you can be fun, have fun with it, theme your show. Think like the radio back in the day when you used to listen to the radio, what that was like and how they had different segments throughout the day. Nighttime, you had the slow music, you get the cleaning up music on the weekend. So people are getting creative. And the other thing that's nice about this is in between playing music, so this isn't like just a regular music type show, you actually are encouraged to speak. You don't have to, but you are encouraged to do so. So when you first start up a new show, you have to start talking, kind of introduce your show. And once you get, I think, 3 listeners, they'll let you then play music. So you can't play music before you have at least 3 listeners. So we're going to walk through that process, but I just wanted to kind of show you that. On your profile, there's a couple different places that you get. So you get a place to upload your photo. You get to create a username. You get to put a little description there. And then you have a place where you can put a link. You can follow people. So let's say, for example, I see somebody on here and I'm listening to their show and I'm just like, oh, that's cool. If I was to click on here, I can then view their profile and then I can follow. Okay. So that's how that works. Now, the other thing that was interesting about this is like after your show is done, because these are live, it disappears. So like I've done 2 shows in the past, but there's no archive of them. This is still in beta mode. I don't know if they'll be changing anything later. Maybe they can't because of the whole recording aspect of using artist music, but it's still in beta mode right now, but that's how it is so far. So let's just go back in here. I'm going to walk you through the steps to create a show and see if I might be able to like show you the whole process. So let's give it a title. Let's do intro to tech. Just do something simple. Oops. Untitled with one finger here. Okay. And then topic. So they give you the ability to choose what the show is about, just so that people can be notified if it's on the topic that they're interested in. Also, you have the option to choose the genre of music. So let's say I'm going to do some R&B and, life and culture. I'm going to be talking about some tech stuff as I have here. And then maybe I also want to talk about, what else is in here? Travel. I'll put that in there. Okay. So now I have my 3 topics for my show. And now this is where the description goes so that as people are swiping through like I was, they can see what that show is about. So let me just put something in here real quick. Join me on for, let's see, test of the AMP app. Okay. So that's in there. Now I can go and create my playlist. All right, so I'm here. So now I can go in. I'm not live just yet. Now I get the option to add songs. So I can add songs in here. And this is the fun part. Now, not every artist, album, and song is inside of here. You just have to kind of take your chances. So I said R&B. Let's put some Chris Brown in here and see if there's any Chris Brown in here. So I'll put Chris Brown in. And here's all the stuff. So you get to see all the music that's in here. You typically can't do this on some apps. You can only use stuff that other people have made available, but here you can actually use stuff from artists that you may listen to on a regular basis. So let's play that one. I'm just going to pick a few of them so that we have something to start with. Let's see that. We're going to make this a Chris Brown show, and let's do one more. That okay. So you can play up to 3 songs from a single artist each show. Okay, so you can't play more than 3 from a single artist. That's cool. I'll do that. All right, so I got my 3 songs there. Intro to tech. I'm still not live yet. So if I'm ready to go with my show, all I have to do is tap the microphone icon. And, sorry, no, I don't. I go up here and click go live, upper left-hand corner. So it says, are you ready to go live? We'll give you a 5-second countdown. And of course, you got to follow the guidelines. So let's go live. Now, let's see. So now it's warming up. I'll get my countdown here. And okay, I'm live on the air. So right now I'm live on the air. There's one more feature that I forgot to mention to you is that you can have people call in during the show. So you'll see here they have this enable call in, which people can use the app who are on the app to dial into the show and talk to you. So maybe in between songs, you want to do some commentary. I have a couple people listening here. So hello, everybody over on the AMP app. My name is Michael DeMine, and I'm doing a tutorial about how this app works. I'm showing some people on Tech Talk Tuesday the app and then showing them how the shows work and all that good stuff. So we have 2 people listening right now. Thank you for that. I believe I have to have 3 people listening in order for me to start playing some music. But let's give it a try. So as I'm doing this, let's see. Can I play any songs yet? Okay. So I got some music playing. So once the music plays, you're actually muted. So now people can listen. So people can listen. Now I can continue to add to my playlist and build some more stuff up on there while people are enjoying the song. I can also, interrupt the song at any point just to come in and add some commentary, tell a story. So like the last time I did a show, I was doing a show talking about some of my travels. And I was playing music that was inspired by some of the places that I've been and telling stories about the destinations and places that I've stayed. So you can be really creative with this. Some people, I saw one person doing a show where she was playing songs and then she was doing motivational quotes, inspirational quotes in between. So think about an author. If you're an author of a book, you could actually be reading excerpts from your book in between some of these songs. So it's pretty cool what you can do. So I'm gonna take you back to the show, and I don't want to interrupt people's song because they still listening. But you'll see I still have two people listening in. I got the invite callers up, so nobody has called in yet. And if somebody, I don't know if anybody will. Typically, they don't. But that's the way that it works. So I can get my music queued up. I can add more songs to this. Let's say I want to play some. Who was I listening to earlier today? Am I spelling it right? There we go. Okay, she's not on here. Let me put like Sierra or somebody. So as you can see, I was like, man, you really could be like, you got to pay attention because all this is going on. So I was realized I had to watch the song when it was ending. They give you a little countdown so you can prepare the next one, cue up the next song, say something in between if you want. So it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the show so that I can come back to you and answer any questions that you have. Hopefully, I've given you enough to kind of understand and get some ideas going about how you might be able to use this within your business and for what you do. So let me come back to the screen here. Okay. All right. All right. I see some questions up in here. Don't drop the mic. Okay. Um, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to leave the folks in the show. Okay. Because that is a good song. All right. So I'm back. That is the AMP app. Now, as far as how this works and how you can get into it, supposedly they sent an email today that we now have a URL that we can refer people to so that they can join the app. So I've tried it and it didn't work for me yet, but I will post it in the comments. Here's what you do: if you are on an iPhone, go to the App Store like I showed you and search for AMP. If you don't find with AMP, do like AMP and Amazon. I'm sure it'll probably come up then. And once you get the app, you need to sign in, create a profile. Now, there is a point where it asks you for like an access code. And which one did they give me to use? I believe the access code that you can put in is Go Live. Let me just check my email real quick because they just sent this out the other day. As I mentioned, this is in beta mode. So like stuff is being developed as it's out there and as people are interacting with it. So let me just take a look real quick. And then that will, oops. Yeah. And then I'm come over to the questions. I know I saw a couple of questions in here. And okay, here we go. So the code that you'll want to enter if it asks you for a code is Go Live. So we're in beta mode. Share the access code Go Live. Once you get in there, you saw what it's like. You can go ahead and play around with it. If you want to follow me or find me, I'm Michael Demond. I'll put the link that they say supposed to work down in the comments afterwards. Matter of fact, I forgot I can do it right here on the live stream. So let me just try that. And then I'm going to pull up your questions. Now, this is only on mobile, so it's not going to work if you try to pull it up on the phone. I think that link is going to take you to your app store on an iPhone. Okay, we got some new faces here. Patrice, thank you for tuning in. She said, don't drop the mic, keep going. Cool, and y'all can hear me. Awesome. Okay, Michaela is on the app because we did a test prior and she said, I got a notification that you were live. So that's the cool thing about having followers on there is that once people start following you, they can receive notifications whenever your show goes live. So, there was people liking the show I was on there. Whenever you're live, that's when the activity is. So thanks, Michaela, for that. Carmen said, what's the name of the app? Yep, AMP, almost like an amplifier. Do you have to be an iPhone user to call in? I think you just have to have the app. So it's not like you can call a phone number. You have to be on the app. And then once you're so you have to have an iPhone to be on the app. And then any show you're listening to, as long as the host has it enabled, you can call into. It's just tapping a button. Michaela and I tested it. And it was that simple. Then we were able to talk. So that's pretty cool too. All right, so let's see. Any other questions at all? Have you subscribed? You watching this? Have you subscribed? Have you liked it? Give it a share, please. Yes, so that is what I wanted to share with you. Again, if you love Tech Talk Tuesday and you're a business owner and you want to get more hands-on tech support with some of the things that we feature on this show, go to bondtobuild.com, sign up for a membership. You can do monthly or you can do annual, save some money. But regardless of which one you do, they both have a free trial. So you can try out the community for 2 weeks. We're still pretty new and we have new people coming to the platform, bringing on new content. But I just wanted to create a hub for everybody that I'm interacting with and working with, and to be able to provide tech support. So, like after this show, I'm going inside of Bond to Build, and I'll be live on Zoom for the next 30 minutes or so, just to provide tech support. So people come with any problems they're having in their business with email marketing and social media stuff, questions, they pop in, they get some help, and they leave. That's all part of the membership, in addition to the courses and everything that are in there too. So that's bondtobuild.com if you are interested in that. Thank you, Carmen. Carmen's part of the platform there. She's there in our community. Cool. All right. That's all I got, folks. Thank you for tuning in for this episode. I look forward to talking to you again, and we'll see you soon.